Oh, hello. Good afternoon. Uh, Today is Sunday. It's 4 4:42 p.m. here in Tarlac City in the Philippines. Uh, it's the fifth day since the uh, time na in-announce yung enhanced community quarantine dito sa Philippines o at least sa buong Luzon. And just here, don't worry. I'm not gonna be one of those guys where it's gonna tell you what to do. I'm not here to preach. I'm not also here to add to the noise. I just wanna say hi. How are you guys doing from the other parts of the world? Uh, Yan. Right now, I am with Jonathan De Leon and J. Lord. Pare, kumusta kayo dyan sa Canada? Jonathan, kumusta? Are you guys okay? Are you guys okay? This has been quite hard for the entire world, huh? People like us. I remember that time when, or at least one time in your life, hindi nyo ba parang winish na dahil sobrang hectic ng life, you say like, Ben, sana tumigil muna ang mundo. And this is how it feels like. The world has actually quite stopped for a while. Well, not totally because nandiyan pa rin naman yung mga other establishments to be with us, you know, but in essence, tumigil nga ang mundo ngayon. So, why did I go live? Because I want to share some reflections that I have been thinking about for the past few days. Hi kay Beverly at sa mga iba pang nakakasama ko ngayon online. Can't deny the fact no, na this current struggle that we're all in, is quite challenging in all of our areas of life, whether it's physical, financial, mental, psychological, spiritual. It's really hitting a nerve. It's hitting any of those criteria, no? Ay, kay Ate Maylene, musta? And more than anything, that's why I have gone live this afternoon is I just want to say, how are you guys doing? Uh, yes, I can't deny the fact that we all need community somehow. But mostly, I want to share some reflections on what has been going through my heart and mind while going through this season of quarantine, while we're trying to curb this disease called COVID-19. Hello kay Satchel, kay Jerry, kay Monique. I feel quite bad, Monique, na Ate Christine and we weren't able to go sa birthday ni Hopi. But still, happy birthday sa kanya. We long to see the day that we'll be able to meet together again and share our love and gifts together. Anyway, I'll try to keep this short and sweet because more than anything else, I just want to share these thoughts that were really in my heart. Things that I have been learning lately. Okay? I think there are 7 or so. Ngayon natin. Number 1, I've realized that modern life is an absurd reality. Sabi dito, we can make do without all the modern nonsense that society has imposed on us in order to have a life. Sometimes the simpler, the better. We can live a simpler life without the recent accoutrements placed upon us. So, uh, as we have been going through this season of silence, and to be quite frank, I'm quite enjoying this season of just being quiet and being with your loved ones. Realize ko na ang modern life really is quite absurd. In a way na if you look at modern society and how it has imposed so much on us, requirements on how to have a life, nakikita mo in the end when things like this happen na wala rin pala siyang meaning, you know? Like, yung kind of job do you have, I mean, how much money do you have, you know, yung common common tendency nating lahat ng tao to show what we have. In the end, when the world stops, literally, well, not literally, because it's still spinning, still moving in this universe, pero figuratively, umigil siya. We'll see na absurd pala siya, na lahat ng mga tinatangkilik natin, lahat ng mga akala natin na importante, hindi pala. Kasi, if there's anything that this pandemic has taught me, it has taught me to figure out yung ano ba talaga yung priority ko, diba? Ano talaga yung pinaka-importante, ano talaga yung pinaka-mahalaga. And that's, just loving your family, valuing your life, talking to your maker, to God, and to just do what you're supposed to be doing, finding your meaning and purpose. Hi Lloyd, hi kay CJ, kay Lance, and so yeah, hindi pala natin kailangan lahat ng mga gadgets, lahat ng mga places that we hang out to. Masarap pala yung simple lang. We're going back to the simple times. Number 2, so number 1, modern life is an absurd reality. So, we don't have to live out that pala yun. We can live a simple life. In fact, there's more order when we're just hanging around in our house. Or kung lalabas tayo, just doing what's necessary, and just being loving to our wife, to our children, or kung wala pa kayong mga ganon, to your family members. I think nakikita ko yun yung talagang pinaka-nagkakount. As long as you have a decent living, decent job, you're okay with your maker. Yes, community is good, pero may kita mo pala, sometimes even hanging out sa church, no? Pag dumating pala yung point na pipigilan ka na makapag-church because of circumstances, lalo sa mga friends ko na Christians dyan, you will realize na the church is really not a building. It's really not a building. It's not covered by 4 walls or just by one organization. It's a universal family na we're all involved in, we all belong to. That's why I don't see the point why we really have to differentiate ourselves from other community churches. Kasi, in fact, we're just part of this big group. Okay. So, it's absurd. Everything that we have placed upon ourselves is absurd. You know? The number of cars that we want to achieve, the size of the house we want to have, bank accounts, the numbers, the figures that we want to have sa bank account natin. In fact, as we speak, I've spoken to one of my friends who invests stocks, and trillions ang nawala sa mga billionaires of dollars. So see, even your money cannot make you feel good when something like this strikes in your life. Hello sa lahat nanonood, kay Kuya Boyet, kay Tenten, kay Ate Let, Malulan, kay Lloyd. Nakasama ko kanina dun sa Zoom meet. So that's number one. Modern life is an absurd reality. Number two, social media is truly a double-edged sword. It can cause both information and or panic depending on how you use it. Instead of adding up to the stupid noise in the internet, let's make our presence count by sharing something informative, factual, and productive. As much as possible, when I make my presence felt sa social media, I want to be an encouragement. Ayoko makadagdag dun sa stupid noise na nag-share ng fake news sa mga tao. It's ridiculous, you know, how much nonsense how people are not vigilant enough to think for themselves and to decipher or discern if what they're sharing is actually not necessarily encouraging but true. Kasi ako, I guess I came to the point wherein I'm not looking for something lang na would make me feel good. You know, I'm way past that because I admit it, life is an endless struggle, you know, and you have to just sail the winds. I'm not saying na I don't like having fun because my friends know me that I like having fun. It's just that more than trying to search for something that will make me feel good, I'm trying to look for the truth. So I know that I will never find it in one community or in one philosophical book. I only find it in one source. For me, I find it in Christ, the Bible. Okay? So, balik tayo social media, it can cause both information or panic. I really pity those people who create these forwarded messages, messages na pwedeng i-forward just to cause panic. I'm not saying na I pity those who forward them. Well, in a way, yeah. Pero mas naawa ko dun sa mga nagke-create nung mga false information and news to rattle yung general public. Because we don't deserve that right now. More than anything, we need level-headedness. We need proper information. Kailangan natin ng facts, you know, what to do. So, sa mga friends ko who are a little panicky or who have a tendency to be anxious, I suggest you guys, instead of listening to tabloid news or fake news or kung ano-anong mga sketchy na internet sites, I would suggest you guys just go sa mga taga-Tarlac sa FB page nila, yung Tarlac City Information Office. Because they will tell you what to do. Marami rin sila mga fact checkers doon. They will confirm kung yung mga sinishare nyo o yung mga narinig nyo ay tama o mali. Kasi ang dami nagsisend recently na sa messenger, no? All of these false announcements ng city government na if you'll read it, it's really ridiculous. It will only cause mass hysteria and panic. Kakaroon ng panic buying, or yung mga iba, they will feel unsafe kasi they will feel na parang martial law na whatever, which is not. We're just in quarantine, no? So guys, make the most of this time to know the facts, to sit still, and to enjoy your family members, and to have a bit of fun, you know, yung mga things na nireklamo mo na di mo magawa, now's the time to do that, which is to what? Sleep a lot, eat whatever you want to eat, read a good book, and no, play those games you always wanted to play, mga game consoles mo, or best yet, try to talk to God. Okay? Social media is a double-edged sword, so use it wisely, guys. Especially sa mga friends ko, I personally tell you to stop sharing stupid stuff to me because I'm not gonna read them. It's not nice and it's not healthy for you and me. Okay? So, I suggest you read well what you're posting. Also, kung you really want to know what's happening dyan sa progress ng pandemic, you go din sa World Health Organization. You know, because it's a nice website wherein they'll tell you exactly what to do to take care of your health and also to know what's happening. If you're really interested in ano nangyayari sa ibang parts ng mundo, if the virus or the pandemic is still progressing or nagde-decline na. So far, marami pa rin mga nag-i-increase na cases, pero as I've heard the other day sa China, for the first time, and you can fact check me on this, na walang na-report na case on that day, which is good. Ibig sabihin, nagpipeak na or nagsisimula ng na-manage yung virus. So yeah, guys, please, kung wala ka rin kayong magawa, kung hindi nyo rin alam ang share nyo, mag-TikTok na lang kayo. Pero kung ayaw nyo rin mag-TikTok, wag na lang. Number 3, so number 1, modern life is an absurd reality. Pwede pa tayo magbuhay ng simple lang. Number 2, social media is truly a double-edged sword. So, instead of adding to the noise of nonsense sa internet, let's be an encouragement. And I hope na I'm being a companion to you guys this afternoon or kung ano gabi man dyan na umaga, wherever you are. Number 3, the earth is actually healing at this moment. God or nature or the universe has his or its way to balance things out. He or it will do what is necessary in order to discipline all things into order, whether we believe in that or not. I believe that right now, we are facing a major timeout from God and the universe because we have sample ng what? TikTok? No, I will not do it. Although yung iba, they have the capability to do it. Sabi ni Dave. It's healing right now. I think, I'm a new parent and I can't say na I have grasped the full scope of being one. Pero I know a thing or two when it comes to discipline. Sabi pala ni Dave, I love your post, Kuya Maya. Well, I love you too, bro. It's all that matters right now. It's not religion. It's not who's a better community church or who has the better message. We're just here to love one another. Okay. So where was I? I know a thing or two about discipline. Kasi yung anak mo, kahit nakikita mong nag-e-enjoy yan, kung napapansin mong napapaloko siya or pupunta siya into distraction, you will discipline them or give them although kay Elijah, hindi ko pa na-apply yung time out. No? Pero you try to prohibit them to do things na makasasama sa kanila. So I think, in a way, yung iba, nababagot na sila. Nakikita ko, dumadami yung mga post na TikTok. And thank you din sa mga taong nagpo-post din ng mga nakaka-encourage na ganito, mga live streams. But more than anything else, I think the earth is giving us a time out. I think we have hurt Mother Nature so much in the name of progress and commerce. So, since the Industrial Revolution, tsaka yung discovery of such vast knowledge, we have propelled ourselves to pursue this insatiable appetite of human perfection, to the point na we want to keep ourselves stimulated all the time. We want to keep ourselves happy all the time. In the name of happiness and commerce, we have abused our planet so bad. Do you agree? Um, yes, we did. So much pollution. There's so much nonsense na in the name of commerce. We have cut down so many trees. We have abused so many ethical boundaries just to make a lot of money, and now we're suffering the consequences for our actions. So although this is nothing new, guys, so I think this too shall pass, kasi me and my friends, we have been studying the history of pandemics throughout the ages, and compared to the Black Plague, this is nothing. Although I'm not hoping, and nobody's hoping na magiging magiging big. But nature has its way to balance things out by canceling things. Sounds brutal, no? Kasama na dun yung de facto na criteria of depopulation. Another is to mostly reset itself. I mean, I am really worried dun sa mga taong nagkakasakit din. I think more than anything else, the earth is actually healing right now. Kasi I've been looking at some studies right now na yung pollution sa ibang countries, like Italy, or huwag na tayo lumayo, dito lang sa Maynila, record shows, and there are some photos as evidences that show na nababawasan yung pollution, and the earth is starting to have a breather. So this may be a damnable curse for many of us, pero in a way, it's also God's way or nature's way. I don't want to say, no, it's nature's way to heal itself. So this is the perfect time to reevaluate yung way of life natin, how we're living it out, if we really have to make do with modern technology. I think yung mga ibang scientists or innovators who are going for natural ways or yung more eco-friendly na technology, I am all for that. My friends know me na I am pro nature. I love nature. In fact, I love to go to the beach a lot. I love going on walks and mountain trips. So if there's anything else, we should go back to loving Mother Nature. Tapos I hope the government is reevaluating everything. The world governments are evaluating everything. Isipin na lang na something bad that came out of this, so we're trying to battle out this virus. But at the same time, because of these lockdowns almost worldwide, naghihil ang Earth. So nababawasan ng konti yung carbon footprint. So yeah, diba? So we should evaluate. We should go for more natural ways of expediting yung resources natin, so that we can have para na rin kay Elijah, or and the next generation after us. Kasi nakita ko to somewhere, pero this is also my conviction. In as much as we're actively battling this virus, I think it's a precursor dun sa method on how we should also battle climate change. Yung iba kasi, it's sad The saddest part is some evangelicals deny climate change, which sucks because I believe it's true. I mean, can't you feel the weather right now? It's so hot. Sa Kamiling, almost every day, it's like uh, 36 to 37 degrees Celsius. So, climate change is real. And because of what happened right now, we should reevaluate our way of life. Pwede pala, no? Pwede pala yung less na mga coal fueled na sasakyan, and maybe we should go more on the path of bike na lang tayo or something, have more walks, or kung magkikreate ng sakyan yung mas eco-friendly. I don't know. We can actually live without much of the things that were imposed to us by modern society. So yeah, number one, na in modern life, it's an absurd reality. Number two, social media is a double-edged sword. Number three, the earth is actually healing at the moment. Number four, anxiety can be cured if we keep revisiting our roots. I don't know if it has been apparent to you guys, but since 2018, late 2018, I have struggled with so much anxiety. And looking back, as I am reflecting right now, ang nag-cause nun is, although my mind and heart was at peace, yung subconscious ko, it has been struggling to deal and to conform with modern life. Life itself. And I also appreciate now na ganito yung nangyayari ngayon sa earth because in a way, it's everything's silent. So we're all into forced time out. So everybody has a time to reflect. For me, this has been very nice. This time of silence. It's tahimik eh. But for many, it has been a bane sa kaluluwa nila. It's been a lot of pain kasi they can't stand silence and it has caused them so much anxiety. Sabi dito, this season of quarantine is the best time to pause and reflect. Through this season of forced silence and halting of activities, we can go back to our source who gives us life, purpose, and meaning. Only in God and in nature will find our true meaning of existence. So that's what I found out. It's not through more consuming. It's not through more stimulants or stimulus. It's really getting back to your roots, to your creator, to God, and by connecting with Mother Nature, you will find that when you are one with them, with God and with nature, nagkakaroon ka ng peace. I wish more people were listening to this right now because some of us are finding for some obvious answers. And I was in that path. And I get disappointed when I don't get to hear what I want to hear. This world has turned into a place wherein people just want to hear what they want to hear. Pero kasi, right now, if there's anything really that we can learn from this season of silence and forced stillness, is that we should be still and know that God is God. Sabi sa Bible, namin sa akin, be still and know that I am God. And I can see that God is real. He is vast. He is so huge. Sabi nga ng Monty Python, oh God, you are so huge. Which He is. And He is in control. He allows these things. And whether we like it or not, there are prices to be paid. Sinisingil na tayo ng ating insolence. And that's the truth. So, when you are in a place of isolation and you are feeling anxious, go back to your roots. Go back to your family. Go back to your family. If you haven't made up with your family members, kung nakaaway mo na sila for such a long time, you go back to them and you talk to them. You make peace with them. You make peace with God. You make peace with people. You make peace with nature. If humans will make peace with these three things, sabi ng kaibigan ko, when you're at peace with your maker, number 2, when you're at peace with nature, that's number 3, when you're at peace with your sanity, with your mind, with yourself, then all of these things will be well with you. If one of these things are not in tune with you, you're gonna go crazy. Okay? Again, sa mga first time ko nakasama dito, I'm not here to preach. I'm not here to add to the noise. I'm just here to be with you guys and be an encouragement. So when you're anxious, at this time, you go back to your roots. You go back to nature. You go back to God. And you go back to the ones who have always loved you from the very beginning. And those are your family and loved ones. So number 5, ito yung pinakamatindi. The whole world system is geared toward human progress and ultimately the annihilation of our planet. Ulitin ko. Number 5, fifth reflection. The whole world system is geared toward human progress and ultimately the annihilation of our planet. This is the perfect time to reconsider our actions from this point forward. I hope the world governments will reassess the point of all our toil and trouble and create new and sustainable ways to save the planet. As of the moment, Mother Earth is all we got. Even though there are other seemingly Earth-like planets, but they are light years away. So, we cannot invade those planets. So, are you asking, does Kuya Maya or si Maya naniniwala ba siya sa alien life form? Most definitely. So, do you still believe in God? Yes. So, why do you still believe in the Bible if you believe in aliens? Well, that's none of your business. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just saying, perhaps the Bible was given for humans, so even though I would want to dabble about other life forms beyond Earth, I think that's not my problem anymore. But then I digress. Balik tayo sa topic. So, as of the moment, Mother Earth is all we got, but there's more to this really if all of us only knew the truth. So guys, na matapos, I've realized that yung current world system natin is geared toward human progress and ultimately the annihilation of our planet. Sabi ko na yan kanina, the more we explore the potential of humanity, napapansin ko, the more we destroy our planet because we're so full of ourselves. So, yeah, I guess we should just reconsider our actions and go back to the basics. And I hope our governments all over the world are taking note of everything that's happening so that we could try to create a new way of life na hindi magsasuffer ang planet. And yeah, I guess that's it. In addition, meron lang akong na-realize din when I was alone. Although I have been bumping into this topic, pero ngayon ko lang parang napapag-aralan recently, that there were already various denominations even in the Old Testament times. Because I am a Christ follower, no? I follow no other but Christ. Sabi dito, the Pharisees, Sadducees, Essenes, and Zealots represent different beliefs about God and man's relationship towards Him. So, makikita natin yung mga Pharisees, they are the traditional types. Yung Sadducees, sila yung parang mga mas modern and they don't believe in the resurrection. Yung mga Essenes, ito yung mga denominations na who strictly follow the oral and written words of God, and they always wait for the end of the world. And yung mga zealots, sila lang yung mga parang who are political believers. So guys, I don't want to dabble much on this. You guys do your research and you might learn a thing or two about these things. So kahit noon pa pala, marami ng mga denominational factions or differences among religious groups. And I've always been vocal about this. I have nothing against community churches. I have nothing against pastors or priests or ministers. But I'm against the fact that we are not united enough. So, I hope na through this time of forced isolation and quarantine with our family members, we will realize that we're not so different, you and I, na even though we belong to different community churches, it's not wrong to really collaborate or to even hang out with each other as long as we're having healthy conversations with one another. Even magkaroon ng mga differences, we would still be friends by the end of the day. I don't believe in such terms as local church and para-church na yung local church lang ang magre-remain supreme. No. The Church of Christ will remain supreme. No such man-made category will defeat that. So yeah, so kung i-review natin ang lahat-lahat, this is what I've learned. Modern life is an absurd reality. So we can change our way of living. Number 2, social media is truly a double-edged sword. So we can use social media for the better. Number 3, the earth is actually healing at this moment. So it's good. Anxiety, number 4. Anxiety can be cured if we keep revisiting our roots. So anytime that you feel a tightness in your chest, hindi ka makahinga, or you're starting to wonder about your finances in this current crisis, or if you feel like the zombie apocalypse is coming, or like who created this virus or whatever, you block those things out and go back to your roots, to God, nature, and your loved ones, and you'll feel alright. Number 5, the whole world system is geared toward human progress and ultimately the annihilation of our planet. So, if there's anything na I'll leave with you guys is, again, I went live not to sound fancy or whatever. I just wanna share what I've realized about these past few days, and those are it. Again, I hope you guys are alright. Sana ayos lang kayo dyan, at di kayo nakahasal nitong quarantine time na to. Yep. That's about it. I know that I'm hopeful maging okay din lahat. I just wish after nito, kung ano man yung titirang years or months or weeks or decades sa buhay natin, na after all of this, personally, sabi ko, na we live a life na mas magiging mabait tayo kay Mother Nature. This is all we got. So, make the most out of it. This is everything na binigay ni Lord. So, let's not waste it. By the way, you're asking what am I eating? I know, Hansel. Sarap eh. Okay, yun lang. So, I hope you guys are okay, and I'll see you around. Keep washing our hands. Let's keep loving our loved ones. And let's pray for every community member sa society, because everybody has to smarten up. You need to be smarter, guys. And more laughing. Okay, guys. Take care. Bye-bye. Mm-hmm.